Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to AI War Fleet Command. We're doing the Light of the Spire expansion, of course. Difficulty 8, hard. And it's the Fallen Spire campaign. If any of you haven't seen AI War before, please check out the playthroughs down in the description, as we've got some build-up runs that we did in there. Here, we are nearing the end of the campaign, I do believe. We are recovering the core of the Emperor Exaron of the Spire's ship here in One Race, and that's sort of what we're working on at the moment. We've got the survey ship with 7 seconds left. And of course, that's over here, and we're going to need a traipse all the way back to our homeworld of Elpis. So let's see what transpires. Okay, transmission from the survey team. The shard is ready to be brought home, Commander. Be careful. That thing can put out some serious power. Okay. And it decided to pop in right up here. Let's take a look at this one. And it's very similar to the others, except one important difference. It has a speed of 60. So this one's faster, which is going to help us. But it also means I don't think I want to do the group move, because out here where we're away from our logistic command stations, aiding our speed, we are not going to be able to move as fast as it does. So here's what I think I want to do. I want to take the two slow ones, the Hive Golem and the Armored Golem, and I'm going to get them back to friendly territory. And then I want to take everything else and just sort of put it in the path. I want to keep it just a little bit ahead, a moderate amount ahead of the shard, and the shard will gradually catch us and then pass us. So the idea is, if I can keep it enough ahead to help defend it, but then it'll be able to keep up more as it goes through. And if it gets too far ahead of us, I may have to stop the shard for a bit anyway. But I want to try to avoid that and sort of manage the distance between the shard and the fleet here. Okay, so everything else should be able to go at a speed of 56 or better. Let me just check the survey ship. That's only 40. Okay, let's kick you out of the group too. So this is our operating group for right now. And yeah, all the Spire ships can go at 56. The Black Widow is actually faster. So I can use the Black Widow if we're having severe problems with something back by it, because it can move at 80 and it can sort of speed up that whole process. Let's just move along here. Okay, we're close enough to protect it from that. Well, mostly. They're getting off some shots. Let's move up this way a bit. And this is where it gets interesting. But let's just clear out the way behind it. Okay, now keep moving. Probably got enough distance. Okay, and now I want to get through into Camino and see what we have when we get in there. Because the shard's already in here, but it's blind, so it's not going to see what's happening. Oh yeah, okay, we're having all kinds of problems. Okay, I don't think I've got this option. How do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is just accept the little bit of slowdown and go together. I think I'm going to have to accept that. I don't want to, but I don't see any other way to get at protection. So, you just stay right there, and everybody else go meet you. Okay. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay, now we'll go group speed through. And I'll reset that path to take advantage of the extra speed once we get out. Okay. Whoa, somebody's not moving. Yeah, you're The shard's not part of the group for some reason. Move it by itself into Varuna and then I'll regroup. Yep, now you're going off the wrong way. So that didn't exactly work out. Let's all regroup halfway across the system. And let's see about there. Because I don't want to waste any more time than I have to. Okay. So here's the next leg of our journey. Get into Dagobah. There's a whole bunch waiting for us in here. Yep. Oh, because they're having fun with our armored golem. Okay, so here we've got our hive golem waiting and a whole bunch of other stuff coming out. Let's just release the hives while everything else comes through. It seems to me as good of a spot as any to do that. I'm going to pause and regroup for just a bit on the other side here. Okay, that's probably good. And then we'll be able to move reasonably fast, of course, now because of the logistics. So now, we just go. And here comes more fun. The hives will bother and annoy them. And let's see. Okay, we're up to about 6,000 or so. That's all. Ceres, Thea, NHO. We've got some stuff to plow through to get where we're going. And how's our shard doing? 82%. Okay. So I can't complain about that. We probably will, but we haven't lost any systems yet. And we're going to jump into Thea. We got a couple of damage golems, but none of them are dead. The Black Widow's fine. Yeah, and they're actually healing, well, not the armored one so much. And let's see, where's our shards at 82%. So a few more jumps to go. And they're chasing us, and they're not too happy. We're over 9,000 now, but over 2,000 ships in Dagobah. You can probably kiss that goodbye. Eventually, because right now they're just chasing us. And the armored golem is probably a pretty good thing to have at the back of that due to its strong hull. It's just taking out the next ship that comes in. Of course, they're chasing, but a lot of them are getting blown up as they do. Shard still fine at 82%. And here comes some more from this direction. We're up to almost 10,000 total ships involved in this brouhaha. Of course, a lot of them are not going to matter. And into Cato Nemoidia, where we only have one jump left to go, and the shard's still at 82%. So it looks like we're going to make it. Devour Golem at Thea. That's actually probably pretty darn outstanding. Yeah, there's 1,200 ships in here. Go, devour, golem, go. And you can see it's... most of them are going to escape this. It can't... I don't think it affects the Mark V ones, but it's going to tear them up pretty good. Okay. So now we're about to jump into Elpis. And we're about to have some company there. But we have made it back. Waiting for the rest of it to get there. Okay. So, objective successful as the anti-cheese command station is destroyed where we have one of our core networks. So, yeah, not everything successful, but let's just hobnob over to the middle of the system here and let's see what we've got. Exaron the 7th, and Sol Lumen, Child of Tellus, his standard greeting. My congratulations. The core is again ours, and I thank you. I imagine it is not obvious to an outsider, but that which we build from ourselves. Not exactly the same type, but that which is Spire. The core again sings its song. With this we can again join the galaxies, and star shall sing to star. It is probably difficult for those like humans to understand. No matter. We both share the understanding that either we destroy the machine, or the machine will destroy us. Remember the risk. The machine will come, far worse than before. We can still choose to expand our own cities, to defeat the machine ourselves. The choice is yours. Okay, so let's see what this thing says about itself. Exogalactic Transceiver, 1 million, or 4 million rather, metal required. No big deal, we've got over 8 million. Massive subspace field control facility designed to create stable transit gates between galaxies. Even starting construction on this device will generate such intense subspace signals that the AI will know exactly what we're doing and will attack us with everything it can possibly spare. Lovely. This structure can only be built on a planet with a human home command station. Okay, so I can't put it in Sindai with their capital. It's got to be a human home command station, which means we're going to bring it back here for now, for safekeeping, because I don't want to start this yet. I want to deal with clearing everything else out. Okay, so let's sort of regroup here. Well, first of all, I want to make sure that we're safe here. Thea, Thisbe, Naboo, Cato Nemoidia, Frezenzin. But here on Elpis, there isn't that much. I'll stop generating more. And this seems to be where the most of them are. There we go. Yeah, they're coming in from Cato Nemoidia, and we're blowing them up pretty well. Now, I'd like to go save anti-cheese, but I'd also like $1 million. Right now, it's just about defense. Okay, yeah, let's slide over this way a little bit. Let's see where we are now. Okay, they're over 5,000 attacking. A lot of them in Thea. Cato Nemoidia is going to get hit. There's not a great amount here or anywhere else bordering. So let's go in there. Let's go say hello in Cato Nemoidia. There we go. And then, yep, okay, they're coming down with a big-time siege tower. Let's take that out real quick. There we go. And then just sort of group up here in the middle. And stop everything from getting into Elpis if we can. Elpis, nothing significant. Okay. Devour Golem at Naboo, that'll help. So the Devourer being very friendly to us at the moment. Okay, now what's left? A couple thousand ships down. Thea, Naboo, and Camilla, the only ones. And Papagena Command Station under attack. They only have one ship in there, but it's probably a big one. Yeah, okay. Mark IV commands or siege tower, which at the moment it looks like it probably won't be quite enough to take out this system. We're probably okay here, not for sure. There's always anti-cheese. I'd love to head off that way, but are we safe enough to? There's not a lot of threat, so what's attacking is pretty much what's attacking. Thea, Naboo, Thea, anti-cheese. I don't see a good reason not to go through those systems one at a time and clear out this mess. Oh yeah, well, yeah, there's a good reason. Should have thought about that. Let's just go back and wait for the Devour Golem to leave. There we go. And now we'll go back through. Didn't lose much. Thankfully we got out in time. Okay, we just want to plow through gradually all of this fun mess. I think that's maybe the best distance for it. Want to work our way through. Yeah, there's less than 1,000 ships now. So we're pretty much going to be down to the big guns at this point. Battleships are still fine. Dreadnoughts still fine. Cruisers still fine. Even destroyers. Yeah, I've lost virtually nothing. In terms of the, big guns. Lost a bunch of munitions boosters. We actually still have a few of them left. Okay, so let's move on to Thea. And let's also take a quick look. Oh, there's only 200 left. Yeah, there's not much of anything left now. The threat is not that high. Let's go into anti-cheese, make sure everything's okay there, and then rebuild. I think that's what I need to do. And I did the move order just a bit too soon. What do we have here? Nothing. The Spire section is still alive. As is actually the Mark V ion cannon, a couple force fields. We're great there. All we need is a remains rebuilder. Send everybody back home. So with anti-cheese back in business, I think it's pretty much back in business. Yeah, everything's set in here. We are ready to proceed. Now, I know this was kind of a short session here, but I wanted to save everything with the Transceiver for later because it looks like they said it's going to take a while to do its thing once we build it. So I don't think that we have anything else to do before this. We need to build it, and then who knows what's going to happen. My guess is whatever it is won't be nice. I think that's best all saved for the conclusion to this run through the Fallen Spire campaign. Win or lose, whatever happens with it. It's all that's left to do. So I don't see any reason not to just break that off into its own separate thing. And that may very well end up being a very long video, but it'll be as long as it needs to be. I don't really think there's much of anything else we could do to prepare. We could expand more, do more research, but we're going to go for it as it is. So thanks for watching, everybody. The Fallen Spire campaign will conclude one way or another when I return.